There's a Dinosaur on the 13th Floor by Wade Bradford. Illustrated by Kevin Hawkes. Narrated by Brian Quinn. "Welcome to the Shermore Hotel," said the porter. "You must be Mr. Snore. Let me show you to your room."
"The sooner the better," said Mr. Snore. "I am very sleepy."
"Here you are," said the porter. "Room 104. Sweet dreams, Mr. Snore." Mr. Snore thanked the porter, got ready for bed, crawled under the covers and switched off the light. But as he was about to lay his head on the pillow, he heard a squeaking sound.
"Hello, front desk. This is Mr. Snore in room 104. Somebody is sleeping on my pillow."
"Yes, that would be the mouse," said the porter. "I believe he's had a very long day."
"So have I, and I do not wish to share a room with a mouse."
So, the porter led Mr. Snore to a room on the 2nd floor. "Sleep tight, Mr. Snore." Mr. Snore crawled into bed and switched off the light. But just as he was falling asleep, he felt a rush of cold air. Mr. Snore called to the front desk again.
"Someone is hugging all the covers."
"That would be the pig," said the porter. "Shall I bring you another blanket?"
"No," Mr. Snore fumed. "I want another room."
So, the porter took Mr. Snore to the 3rd floor, where there were no pigs or mice to be found. Mr. Snore kicked off his slippers, crawled into bed, and was just about to close his eyes when... Drip, drip, drip. "Sorry about the leaky ceiling," said the porter, as Mr. Snore marched past the sea view on the 4th floor.
"This time," declared Mr. Snore, "I will find my own room."
He found one on the 5th floor. "I don't think you will like this room," whispered the porter, "unless, of course, you're fond of..."
"Spiders?"
cried Mr. Snore. "Quick," said the porter. "To the lift. How do you feel about bees?" asked the porter.
"The same way I feel about spiders. Please, skip the 6th floor."
The 7th floor was too hot. The 8th floor too cold. The 9th floor was just...
"Giraffes?"
cried Mr. Snore. The porter smiled. "Would you care to guess what's on the 10th floor?" On the 10th floor, they found hamsters.
"Where are the rest of the giraffes?"
asked Mr. Snore. "On the 11th floor," said the porter.
"Then I will stay on the 12th,
said Mr. Snore. So they went to the 12th floor.
"Hey, it's empty,"
said Mr. Snore. "No one ever stays here," explained the porter.
"Perfect,"
said Mr. Snore, and he lay down and shut his eyes. "It does tend to get a bit noisy," warned the porter. But Mr. Snore was already fast asleep. Mr. Snore rang the front desk.
"I cannot sleep with all this noise. I'm going to find a room on the 13th floor."
"Oh dear, no," said the porter. "On the 13th floor there's a..." Click. There were no mice, no pigs, no penguins, no snakes, no spiders, no dolphins, no bees, and no giraffes. Not even a hint of a hamster. Nothing but a giant room with a giant bed and a giant pillow. "I do hope Mr. Snore will be all right," said the porter. Ring, ring, went the phone at the front desk of the Shermore Hotel.
"Hello? This is the dinosaur on the 13th floor. Somebody is sleeping on my pillow."
The porter sighed. "That would be Mr. Snore," he said. "He's had a very long day."